Who do you think we owe?
China?
No.
No, we don't know. We don't
The
have that
government has
debt.
terrible debt, right? They always say we, but it's the government that has
Well,
terrible
they've been
debt.
borrowing and borrowing.
Who have they been borrowing from?
The feds.
No, they've been borrowing from Americans, us.
Yeah, well,
We
yeah.
are the ones owed all
Right.
the money. That's what the debt is. The government owes us. That's the debt.
That's cool.
But guess what?
That's
If
their
you-
debt to us.
If you are property of Britain because your birth certificate signed you over at birth, and you've been acting all your life like a slave, and you do everything they say, and you sign all the papers that come in your corporate name, and you vote, which we're going to go into that in a minute, you vote at the elections. If you do all that, then you are their debt slave, and you're responsible per the 14th Amendment of the Constitution to pay the debt of the United States government. But did you know that if you step out of that and go, heck no, I'm not a dead corporation, I'm a living human being, and that was a mistake that was made, and I'm claiming my right as a living human being to be here, and I'm telling you that you don't have a right to take my money and my trust accounts. Do you know if they start paying you because you did that, and now you are the creditor, that the debt shrinks?
Well, that does make sense because even with Social Security, you've been paying into a system that could very much become insolvent based on what they say that there's not enough people going into the workforce to be able to pay into
Yeah,
the
they
system.
do all these fun stories, don't they? Yeah, and I know I've heard that about Social Security, but what I've also heard
But it's our money that
from
we've been
people
paying
that,
in.
yeah, I know, what
Which
I've
is the same
heard from,
concept that I'm understanding
right,
right now. What you're saying with
Right.
the national debt.
Right.
National debt
right.
is crooked politicians taking our money.
Well, they tax us on everything. They tax us when we
Yes.
buy. They tax us
Yes.
when we work.
Yes.
They tax us when we die.
Yes.
They tax our families.
Yeah.
But it's worse than that. Do you know that if you go to court, you have a 98% of being found guilty if you're called into court as a defendant? 98%. And do you know who gets paid huge amounts of money from you being called to court? The judges, the prosecutor, and your own attorney.
Brutal.
And did you know that 1/3 of the income for the United States government, which is a corporation, comes from those court fees? And they're all taken out of your trust account and my trust account. That's how
If you're a defendant.
Yeah, the minute they call you in, immediately they start dipping into your trust account and taking out huge amounts.
Where is the trust account held?
The trust account's held in the Vatican. What they have it all in their ledgers. It's also held in Britain. So I heard that Trump went and brought a lot of the gold and stuff back, and I really hope that he did, because it's really difficult with the alternative news to know really what's true.
Oh, absolutely.
But I hope he did. I hope he went and got a lot of the gold. I've heard that he did. And
Where can
so
I
on.
research and look that up as far as...
Go to AnnaBonBreeds.com, start there,
Okay.
and you'll see a lot of allusions to many, she'll send you places to look.
Okay.
Her stuff is so detailed. She has the actual documents, like photocopies of them or actual pictures of them and so on. So go there, start there. And I'm only saying that because I'm free talking to you guys. I'm not at the internet where I can search.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places to go, but usually if I go there, I find an answer.
Sure. It'll give
And
you-
I find pages of answers, and then I have to try to sort which ones I want to read, because it might take me a year just to learn how to endorse a check.
Where...
If I read all her articles,
How old is she? I'm just curious. And when did she start doing this?
Well, I think she's younger than me. I believe that she's 65, and she's been doing this for over 30 years. And she works internationally, like with the Hague and with other lawyers. I don't know if you know this. Do you know where the word law comes from?
It's Latin.
No, it's actually an abbreviation for land, air, and water law. And so we are the land, we are the people on the land, once we declare that we're alive. And we have the biggest power in America because the others are our employees. The Vatican uses the power of the air or the air law, the jurisdiction of the air. And Britain has a jurisdiction of the sea, of the ocean. Wait a minute, of the water, that's it, of the water, L-A-W, land, air, water.
Interesting.
Yeah. So,
When did the Vatican come into being?
well, it's really the Roman government. They decided they'd last longer as a religion. I mean, I don't know more than that about the history. You could look it up.
Yeah, that's interesting.